in the direct sales industry for 3 years. So he sat on the sideline. I got a call last July, and the call went something like this. Mark, I'm miserable. I can't do this retirement thing not one more day. He says, I've learned something about myself. There's only so many days you can golf. There's only so many days you can ride horses. There's only so many days that you can play, that I'm bored out of my mind, and I've learned something. If I'm not speaking into people's lives, I'm not living. I'm just not living. I can't do this. I want to start another company. I want you to help me. I believe we can do it better than anyone has ever done it before. He invited me to help him on this project. I was obviously making a very large check with another company, and so the best I could do is take on a consultant position with him. So I had to work on the sidelines as a consultant. So I've been a consultant for Dallin since July, and for some of you that may know me, 2 days ago I got my freedom, and I am so fired up because I am now full-time Vasayo as of 2 days ago. You guys can hear my name and I can talk to you, and I wouldn't really even be able to do this call here 2 days ago. We have somebody new. Hello? I guess you guys are muted out. Can everyone hear me? Give me a thumbs up, Jordan. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. That was just my daughter. That's all. She just woke up.
All right. Early morning in Australia. So that's what happened. So we've been working on this project since last July, and here's what I'm going to tell you. When we embarked on this project, the idea that we could do it better than anybody else, those weren't just words. We knew that we could. Collectively, what we put together, there's over 150 years experience collectively of the individuals that help steer and put this together. There are some incredible resumes at the helm and the leadership of this company. People that have all participated at one capacity or another with a billion-dollar direct sales company. Now, if you're going to get started with one, you would have to admit that's a good place to start. If you're going to take a chance on a new company, I think you'd agree that's a good place to start, is to have that kind of leadership in place. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Dallin has an amazing gift to speak into people's lives and empower them to do and be so much more. And this is how he's been so instrumental in helping grow these companies to these amazing numbers of $1 billion and beyond. This is his third and final company. We're calling it a legacy company. When we say legacy, folks, what I mean by that is one that will outlive us. It's the only reason why I'm here. I would not be wasting my time, not for 1 second, if I didn't feel like that I could build something that would outlive me, my kids, and my grandkids. And so that's the reason why I'm here, and I'm hoping it's the reason why you guys are here. This is a unique situation for anybody that's hearing my voice right now, that you guys get to be involved virtually day one in what I truly believe will be a legacy company. And then again, I'm going to go a little bit further, that we were able to say, you know what, let's not let this just be a United North America thing. Let's throw some love to some leaders around the world. And for the first time, let's let them be interwoven. North American distributors in other parts of the world, and at least let them play without violating policy procedures, as long as they just simply play in an e-commerce world for personal consumption, but they can be interwoven right now rather than have to wait 2 or 3 years. This was actually my idea, by the way, guys. So you can give me a thumbs up. I wanted for the first time, you know, I've built organizations all over the world, and I hear it every time. You go to Asia, and it's 3 or 4 years later. You go to Japan, it's 3 years later. You go to Australia, it's 3 or 4 years later. And you guys are always 3 or 4 years, you know, after, you know, North America. And I gave down the idea. I said, Dallin, wouldn't it be something if we would say, you know what, let's let them play in an e-commerce world and just be interwoven And then we've got more ready, poised leaders that when we do open up Australia, we're going to have all you true leaders that stay the course, that will, finish what they start, because this is not going to be easy for you guys. I know this. There's going to be 100 reasons why you guys are going to be frustrated and want to quit. And that's just, and John said something that made perfect sense. That's the price you have to pay right now to be a visionary, to have something that is 2 or 3 years ahead of its normal time frame. Because normally you would be 2 to 3 years from now. Does that make sense to everybody? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. So right now, you guys get to play the pioneering roles and be 2 to 3 years ahead by being interwoven with the North American distributors to play early, but with that requires an incredible amount of mental fortitude and vision to say, okay, I'm going to weather the storm. I'm going to pay a little bit more for shipping. I'm going to pay a little bit more for this. But at the same time, I can be growing a network that when New Zealand opens, I get to be able to be very instrumental in being one of the proven seasoned leaders to be able to have a good market share as it really comes online. So that's the price you guys are paying right now. I applaud you for your effort. I thank you for your effort and for your patience as we do this. I could not be more excited to be working with you. Everybody loves Australia. Everybody loves New Zealand. It's not going to be hard for me to come down there and want to go out and speak to your teams and to be able to share some great building tips and some visionary concepts of what we're going to be doing. So that's where we are today. Okay. So with that, what does it mean to have let's talk about the 5 pillars of a legacy company, because I want to kind of hit on these. 1, you got incredible leadership. Guys, we have amazing leadership. And these are not just words. As I hope as you get to know me, you're going to understand I'm not a guy that's going to be fluff or anything like that. John knows me well enough. I'm going to always just tell it to you straight up, period. And I'm telling you, we have amazing leadership. We have leadership in place right now, I believe, that can navigate this ship to $1 billion. On board now, okay? That's what I feel. That's something special for a day one company. 2, we have a disruptive product line that I know because John gets it and his wife gets it. I'm sure that you guys are all understand. I'm not going to take valuable time. This new technology, this liposomal technology for better delivery, making sure, that liposomal bubble, wrapping that micronutrients, passing to the cell membrane. Guys, we are so ahead of the game. This is life-changing. I don't think any company in Australia or New Zealand has this technology yet. So you're the first to market with a disruptive product line. And when you think Vasayo, I want you to think brand. Vasayo is a brand. It is a beautiful brand. It is a safe brand. It's a brand that's going to be a brand. When you think Vasayo, I want you to think best in class health, 5 products. We're going to have a lot more than 5 products. We'll be having a lot of different nutritional products. These are the first 5. These are targeted products that will be easy to get customers. We're going to be very customer strong. To be a company in the year 2017, you have to have customers. You have to. Australia regulatory agency they always follow suit to whatever the United States is doing. So the United States is coming really hard that you have to have customers. So we've asked all of our brand partners, and we built the program around it to have 8 customers. Every brand partner, you guys need to go out and find marketing, through social media, through your marketing efforts, to go out and find 8 customers that want to take this product without a compensation plan attached to it. They're just merely a customer ordering directly from your website, or that you're selling it to them. We've got some really cool concepts about that, but you're going to see very, very streamlined focus on the importance of customers. Okay, guys? Australia's may not be as strong right now. John, is Australia really hitting hard on customers right now or not?
They are the ACCC, which is the equivalent to your FTC. Yeah, they are very, very focused on customers.
Yeah, and so I know that Australia always follows suit, but the United States is very, very strict on you have to have customers. So we have built, as we built this ship, we've studied every case law with Herbalife and with Bima, with every one of them. We know what we're doing. We're building a safe harbor for you. I feel as we take this ship out to seas, I feel like we're the safest ship out on the seas right now. We're building a legacy company, not one that's going to have the rug pulled underneath you in a year. I wouldn't be here. But it's going to be one that we all need to do our part. Every brand partner needs to go out and get their that no company's ever done before. Do you know what we've done? We've given customers the exact same price as brand partners. Tell me one company in the world that has ever done that, saying, oh, here you can be a brand partner, but guess what? Customers, they pay a 20 because they want, to pay 10 or 20, 30% more. We're like, guys, you get the exact same price. The only incentive to be a brand partner is to go out and refer this product to make referral commissions. That's it. There's no other incentive saying, hey, you can be a customer, it's free. You get the same price as a brand partner, or you can opt in and say, you know what? I want to be a brand partner because I want to go out and refer this product to make referral commissions. That's it. We made it simple, simple, simple. So either you want to make commissions or you just want to buy products. We're going to make the second aspect of it is a disruptive product line. We're going to have the nutritional line. We'll eventually have a sports nutritional line. I know that'll get you excited, John. We will eventually have a weight loss line. We'll eventually have skincare is going to be the next one, I can tell you right now, but don't tell me what I told you. But skincare is going to be coming online here in the next, I'd say 8 months to a year. Liposomal technology, advanced technology, better than any skincare out there. When you think Vasayo, you're going to have to trust. We know what we're doing, and it is best-in-class science, best-in-class R&D. We will never, ever launch an inferior product ever. It's just not it's not who we are. It's not in our DNA, guys. It's not. When we introduce an essential oils line, you know that it is going to be authentic essential oils. It is going to be the real deal. So these are the things over the next 10 years that you guys understand there's going to be an incredible market share for you guys to move forward, okay? We're not going to back ourselves in a corner. We are a brand marketing healthy living products to change people's lives, both financially, physically, spiritually, and whatever. That's what we're doing. Okay, third, timing. Guys, this is a brand new company. Most companies in the brand new startup phase would be a risky venture. I'm going to be transparent with you. I would normally never touch a company in the first 6 weeks. And honestly, if I didn't have my fingerprints on it and if I wasn't involved in it, I would not be here. I'm just being honest with you. Because most of them fail. Okay? Here's what I'm going to tell you. The leadership that we have has experience, like I told you, billion-dollar experience. They all know what we're doing. We just launched the most successful launch, I believe, I could be wrong, with a product service company, not some internet $5, paparazzi service deal. This was a product order. 25, I don't even know if you know the numbers, John. 25,000 new brand partners in 6 weeks came online. 25,000 brand partners with a product order just came online, and guess what? Our doors are still open. Hallelujah. You tell me a company that could have handled that growth trajectory. When Monavie started, our first month, we had 1,000. So from first month, Monavie, the fastest growing company in history, to the first month Vasayo, 1,000, 25,000. Monavie didn't have 25,000 distributors in its first year and a half, probably about a year and a half. So from where Monavie was, the fastest growing company ever, it was a year and a half before we had 25,000 brand partners. Does that give you guys a little bit of perspective? So basically, we're almost like a year and a half old right now in Monavie terms. And guess what? We pulled it off, and we had a little bit of a back order on an amazing product called Renew. That's not bad for a 6-week-old company. Would you all agree? I feel like we pulled off a miracle. Okay, and so we knew that the products, we knew what we were, and we did a 6-month broadcast. I mean, we ordered so much product, millions of, I think it was $2 or $3 million of the inventory. Most company would not, day one before they sold one bottle, spend $3 million of inventory of product. Would you if you were starting a new company? Unless you knew who you were and where you were going. Dallin wrote checks for $3 million in product purchases for 6 months in advance so that we'd never be back ordered, and we failed you just by a little bit because we went back ordered on the renew, so we apologize. But I think if you realize how much renew we sold, you would give us a little bit of a break and a little bit of slack, because we sold, no one knew how amazing the renew is going to be. Have you guys all had an experience on the renew? Oh my gosh, that product is hot. All of them are good, but the renew is just selling off like crazy. So anyway, timing. There's advantages and disadvantages of being at the beginning. The advantage of being at the beginning, especially in Australia, 2 or 3 years ahead of its time. You guys get that? 2 or 3 years ahead of its time. Normally, you would not be hearing about this for another 2 or 3 years. You would have heard about it, but you were like, oh, when is Vasayo come to Australia? You'd be, the good leaders would be calling in saying, hey guys, come to Australia, please, come to Australia. I mean, I've been part of those calls, begging the owners to come to Australia, come to Australia. Well, guys, you guys are here. And I could not be more excited to have you guys on board. You guys are the first ones in all of Australia. Do you get how awe-inspiring that is? I mean, that's freaking awesome. You guys are the first in all of Australia to hear about what I believe to be the greatest company that has come down the pike in the direct sales industry in decades. I believe that. I'm entitled to my business, my belief. That's okay. I helped put it together, and I'm okay. I'm entitled to that. But I'm telling you, it's something special we have here. And so there's an advantage of being in the beginning, a disadvantage. The disadvantage is you're at the beginning. There's going to be a few bumps along the way. We're not going to be perfect. I always say, if you want a perfect company, then go find a company that's 15, 20 years old and sign up. If you're willing to grow with a company that has the potential to be like I believe that Vasayo has the potential, with everything we have in place, to be as polished and perfected as a 15, 20-year-old company in 2 years. I believe that. I believe that we could be as polished and perfected and on ball, on target as a company that's 15, 20 years from now. But give us a couple years. Give us a little bit of time. But I think in 4 months, what you see in Vegas, you're going to feel like we're a 5-year-old company. I believe that. You're going to say, my gosh, what these guys have done in 4 or 5 months is unprecedented. And we're going to look like a 5-year-old company you can be proud of. I believe that. So just understand that we are doing everything we humanly possible to meet or exceed your expectations. We never, ever want to underdeliver. It's just not in our DNA again. This is that kind of special company. You're in the beginning. You know how cool that is to have that first mover's advantage in North America, yet alone Australia, to be the first of the first, to be the first in your city, the community, the state, the country, the world. Guys, the world is your oyster. How big do you want to be? There's no reason any of you cannot come in and absolutely kill this. It's called, how bad do you want it? How hard are you willing to work? The timing is amazing. Fourth, compensation plan. We're going to go into that in a minute. There are those that say that I know something about comp plans. I'm one of the senior architects of this comp plan, and I've been drafting comp plans for, 20 years maybe. In fact, I was the first one to draft the concept of the hybrid of the binary meets the unilevel world. That was me back in the early Monavie days. I drafted that first plan that became the most talked about. I guess it was Rod Cook that said it was the most inspiring plan that had ever hit the world. Well, this is a very similar compensation plan, but as every year goes by, you can just make things better and better and better and better. So I feel like, here's the deal. There is no perfect plan. Nobody can write a perfect plan. You can shoot bullet holes to any plan. You're trying to create a plan that has healthy behaviors, that allows a new person to come in, get their products for free, do a little bit of, a little bit more, make an extra few hundred to a few thousand, to a plan for your big leaders saying, look, I need to be able to make 100,000. You're trying to navigate that world and do it in a fair way without a lot of burden, hardships, without stupid, rules and regulations that hinder success, but just truly a nice, smooth career path that makes sense for everybody. It's a new plan. There's no plan like it in the world today, but it's customer driven, and so there's a lot to it, and but at the end of the day, we did something that I'm going to show you here in a minute that makes sense. The plan is a plan, guys, that will give you a good career path that you can just build a long-term business. Fifth, having a system in place from a company. We will not allow distributors. We're not going to have distributors fighting once against another. This system is better than your system, and that system is better than yours. We're not going to allow that. We are one big family, healthy family that plays nice together, everybody. That's the way we're doing it. We have a shot at purity. We have a shot at incredible culture and community and doing it the right way from the get-go in the entire world. We have a master plan. Our system, you're going to love it. And it is going to be the same if you're in Salt Lake City, Utah, or you're in New Zealand or in Australia. It is going to be the same. It is going to be one family, one system, one community, one big family. We're working on that right now. We're 6 weeks old, so give us some time. But you're not going to see the backbiting and the fighting as my system's better than your system, or this system's better than that system. And then you go on a cruise ship and you all of a sudden see the two different groups bickering and fighting about, who's best. We don't want that culture. We've all been here for 28 years. We know how it goes. And we have a shot at having the ability to do this right, guys. That's what we're doing right now. We feel like we can do this so much better than anyone that's gone before us. So those are the 5 pillars of what it means to be a legacy company. I sure hope that you guys will help us in that regard. Help us with your local communities, your local cities, your local states, and being that leader. Because as I started this whole conversation, I talked about what it meant to have a good leader for me. Guys, this is what you have to do. This is leadership at its best. You guys need to be that person that speaks into your people's lives and help them. Don, I'm looking at you. Don, you're the one that has to go out and speak into people's lives and say, I believe in you, Joe. I believe in you. Jill, I believe in you. Mike, you can do this. This is all of our jobs right now. We're going out to build a legacy company. We need to build leader upon leader upon leader. You want to know how you're a leader? I'll give you a great example of a leader. If you're a leader, you've gone out and you've built a leader underneath you. You know how you've done that? Is they, in return, went out and built a leader underneath them. You're not a leader until you produce the leader that produced the leader. That's what we need to do. We are building a leadership factory. That's what I want to help. As I go out and speak into your lives, as I go out and travel the world, that is my goal, is to go out and create amazing leadership so that we can build, that we can empower, that we can instill hope, that we can speak in people's lives and do some amazing things. It's amazing what happens when you instill hope into someone's life. I mean, if you ever met somebody that is in that point in their life where there's just no hope, I always say the saddest word in the English dictionary is hopelessness. And there's a lot of that going around there. We got to be somewhat, the term hope broker, we got to go out there and we can instill hope and say, guys, I found a better way. Let me show you a better way. That's what I do every day, is I show people that there's a better way. And just some of them say, you know what? I believe you. Show me the way. And that's what I do day in and day out. Okay, with that, before I start drawing on the whiteboard, is there any questions that anyone has of me so far? And then I'm going to draw a few circles if you allow me on the whiteboard. See a circle? You guys see that? How cool is that? Don't you love this technology? Do you think we could do this a couple years ago? Network marketing in the year 2017 is a game changer, guys. I couldn't do this 2 years ago. I certainly couldn't do it 20 years ago. I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You're in Australia, New Zealand, 10 in the morning, and we are sitting here on a live presentation, social media at its best, and I can draw circles. Now you tell me you can't build a global business like that. You tell me. Unfreaking believable what we have at our fingertips to go out and build $1 million business. I am fired up, guys, that we did not have these kind of tools even a couple of years ago. And we are embarking in building one of the greatest companies that's come down the pike in a long time. Help us share this vision of Vasayo around the world, one person at a time. It's in your fingertips to start this market down under, one of the world's favorite places to go visit. You know, I get to the Gold Coast and I'm telling you, I think I'm in heaven. So I don't know whoever's in Gold Coast, but it's going to twist my arm really hard to come over and do a meeting for you. I'm telling you that. So I look forward to that time. But having said that, guys, any questions? Anyone at all? Unmute. Ask away.
Yeah, I'm unmuting the lines. I'm unmuting the lines now for everybody. So just hold on a second. Okay, everyone's unmuted.
You guys, there are no dumb questions. Don't be afraid. As you get to know me, we're going to be a family. There's no bosses here. This is a volunteer army. We are partners. We're a family. And that's the way I want it to be. Okay? Never forget where you came from. I try every day to be reminded of how amazing my life is because of this, because of a friend that 28 years ago shared me this amazing business concept that I rejected at the beginning, but he believed in me, and he actually came back a third time. He gave me that third and final strike, and I passed the test. That's the reason why I'm here. So don't give up on people. Love people. Give them every chance to win. That's our job description, guys. But you're in a unique situation in this in the Vasayo history. You guys get to be part. When they write that book, the legacy book of Vasayo, you know, are you going to have a little chapter in that book? You know, that's the question I have for you. You know, these are the decisions you're going to make right now. When they write that whole book about Vasayo and how amazing this company came out of nowhere and broke every record in history, you know, is John Bigoton going to have a little chapter about what he did in Australia? Is Don Rolla, or who else? I have Margaret. There's Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl. I see you. Michelle. We have Gary. Gary has a shirt on. Good job, Gary. Who else do we have? We have Rowena. We have Albert. And so then we have, I need my glasses on. I think we have Dimitri, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's Dimitri.
Dimitri. All right. Okay. So, yeah, this is awesome.
Hey, Mark, I've got to tell you, Margaret actually beat me across the line to be the very, very, very first person in Australia and New Zealand to receive her kit. I was jealous.
Good job. All right. Any questions? Come on, guys. Don't be shy. We're family. Please do not be shy. Do not be intimidated. Guys, if we're going to build this family, we need to act like a family. We need to go out and any question you guys have, let's answer it. If not, I'm going to draw some circles.
Margaret, are you there? Because I know. Oh, Don, are you ready? Have you got a question?
No, I was just saying, I got no question. I'm just sitting here waiting for the next step. Soaking it up, man.
Margaret, did you want to say something?
No, I'm pretty good.
Fabulous. Cheryl?
Is it really important for me to get, is it more important for me to build a team than have people buying the product at the moment?
Well, you cannot sell product right now because it's e-commerce. It's not for resale. So you can only recruit brand partners until we are on the ground, which is called OTG, and that's going to be a couple years from now. So you guys are just basically the way you're doing it is it's like Amazon. Amazon is shipping you the product, but we're allowing you to participate in the referral commissions 2 to 3 years earlier than normal. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
And don't think that you can't do it in a big way, because we've allowed this to happen in Malaysia, Thailand, Japan. So we're allowing this all over, but all you can do is order your product, ADC, it's the LCP, basically your 80-month auto ship, your LCP. So whatever that is, you're just using it for personal consumption. It's like Amazon shipping it to your house, e-commerce, but we're allowing you to participate, get into the tree legally. Most companies, you would be in illegal.
Yeah.
We're doing something different. We're saying, you know what? Like I said earlier, let's let them play with us. Now, you can't go and do something stupid or you're going to get yourself in trouble. All you can do is do the 80-point LCP. So you're not going to be able to build as fast, maybe if you could have the full on-the-ground business model. This is where you have to understand, you have to have a vision. You know, you need to be a visionary, saying, look, I got this 2 years before anyone else. So let's just keep plugging away. Meanwhile, we are getting overflow in the United States. So there's two benefits there. You're getting a team in the United States. Has anyone ever had a team in the United States before? No. You guys are always kind of the last people, and you kind of build your team, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Yes,
Mark?
I do.
Cheryl, you're good. What about Gary?
I have a question. Yeah, one second.
Go ahead, buddy.
1 second. I just lost you on the screen. Hold on. Okay. There we are. Okay, so with the importing of the goods, I've had a lot of issues with customs. I've still got another issue again now. Not my luck. Everything I brought through, I've been questioned and it's been caught in quarantine.
I just don't think they like you, Gary. That's all it is.
That's probably why. They know me from the past, I think. And so what's happened is it possible to get a more official letter from Vasayo in talking about the ingredients and origin of the species, etc.?
You know, I can bring it up to them. Not a problem. I can bring it up to them.
Yeah, okay, that's what we need. We need some sort of.
No, these are the things we need to know, because I mean we're doing the e-commerce model not only in Australia but Malaysia and sorry, had to reject a call. Everybody, Malaysia, Thailand, Japan, Taiwan. We're doing this e-commerce model, so it's just like Amazon right now all over the world. And by the way, it can be done fast because we're going to have our first blue sapphire in Malaysia. So, I mean, that's a big deal to have a blue sapphire, you know, already produced in a world where it's just 80 points per personal consumption. Does that make sense? They may have snuck in a few founders packs, and I know you guys have too. It's all good. But going forward, you know, it's going to be the 80-point, you know, LCP model. But so guys, no one is going to immune you to, if you go blue sapphire in Australia, you know, you're going to get the same perks, you know, as a blue sapphire, and they're probably going to fly you to the United States, so you know. I mean, so they're not going to punish you guys, just so you know. It's kind of cool.
So my idea of handling customers is that I'm going to basically take the fall for the shipping. So they'll go to my delivery address, and I'll ship it all through in bulk, and I'll take the costs of the actual shipping, just to build the business.
Okay, and see, that's because you got the vision. You know the outcome, and you have the vision to understand that.
I don't have any hindrance to their decision making.
There you go. Okay, I appreciate that. Robin, any questions from you? Luana? All right, guys, I took myself off video, and I've got a whiteboard. You guys, can you see the whiteboard?
Yep.
All right.
That's right.
Okay, we are operating in this comp plan is what you call a hybrid comp plan. So I'm going to just kind of really draw it out real quickly here. So this is called the binary part. Okay? And what that means is you can have two people frontline to you. That's it. 1, 2. Okay? That is what your binary is going to start like. It's going to look the same for everybody, including me. I've personally sponsored 54 people in the last 6 weeks in the closet, because I haven't been really out in the open because I couldn't be, but in the closet, that's what's happened. And so what's happened is there's 1, 2, and then there's 3, and then there's 4, and then there's 5, and then there's 6, and then there's 7, 8, 9, and I'm building out both legs, the left leg and the right leg. Is everyone with me? Say yes. Someone muted me out. I want to hear some voices.
Oh, there it is. Yep, there it is.
We got it?
He wanted you to mute, open up the lines, John.
Yeah,
so that,
I want to be able to have people talk. As I do this, this is a chance where they're going to ask questions. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Just make sure you don't have any noise in the background, please. Guys, make sure you have no noise in the background, okay? But I'm okay if you guys say, hey, Mark, I'm not understanding this, so I need to know, that as I draw this, you guys are understanding it, okay?
excellent.
Good.
So what happens is, no matter how many people you sponsor, they're getting placed into this, into the binary organization. Now, typically the best strategy, best practice is always outside left, outside right. Okay, so outside left right there, I'm going to say outside left, outside right. That's the best way to assure yourself that you're not creating orphans. If you put somebody over here, it's not your focus. Your focus is your outside left, outside right, so you're helping everyone within your enrollment tree. The only exception to that is, let's say, right here is John Bigoton. There's John, right there. I'm over here and I know a guy in Australia. And I have a choice. I can say, okay, I can put this guy in Australia right here. Or I can say, you know what? I've got a guy, John, that's a proven leader in Australia. Maybe I break that because I don't want to create an orphan. Does it make sense to put an Australia right here and have him be more of an orphan? Or if I've got a proven leader already in Australia, to say, you know what, John, I've got a leader. I want to put this guy underneath you right here. That's the one exception, but you just don't want to create orphans. Is everyone crystal clear?
Yeah.
Say yes.
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 Okay. So when you sponsor somebody, guys, this is something you really, really understand. 1, 2. The average person in network marketing sponsors 2.3 people. Did you guys all know that? The average person in network marketing sponsors 2.3 people.
Wow.
Okay.
That's it.
Really?
And I'm going to tell you, if you're going to play average, you're just not going to get it done. I'm just being honest with you. 28 years, as you get to know me, guys, I am a guy that has studied the numbers. I build by the numbers. I have learned that numbers don't lie. I know exactly the methodology. I know how you can win. I know how you can play. I know how the numbers work. The numbers don't lie. And if you're going to play the average, game of average, 2.3 people, all I would say is enjoy the products. They're amazing. You can be healthy, and that's what I'm going to tell you. Because chances are you're not going to build an income stream in your direct sales company. Now, if you want to play to win and you want to play to have an income stream, the potential of a full-time income stream, I'm going to tell you the number is 40 people. 40 people. Now, when I tell you that, does that scare anybody on the line? I'm curious. We're having an honest outlet. Does that scare anybody on the line? Here's my voice. 40 personal. This means you're telling the story. You're pitching the story. If you're afraid, you've learned you've learned how to be a master inviter, the art of inviting, and you found somebody in your upline that is a great presenter, and they're presenting for you. But at the end of the day, your people, you've shown the plan to, and you get 40 yeses yourself. Does everyone understand that? That is your job description. 40 people. When you want to build a career path, you want to have a full-time income stream, that's the magic number. How do I know that? It's called 28 years experience. Okay? So there's no reason to debate it because I got 28 years. I know the numbers. Okay? So I need you to think big, not average. I need you to think, when I come in here, I got to have a plan, and my plan is about having 20 on the left, 20 on the right. That you've seen it in the plan, okay? 20 on the left, it's called 20/20 vision. That's what we call it, 20/20 vision. I hope you guys are taking notes. 2020 vision. Okay? That is what we're doing. Now, I'm going to also tell you that success loves speed. Okay? It is better for you to go out and get those 40 people in your system in 60, 90 days than it is the next year or beyond. It's just a proven mathematical fact that the exponential growth factor of going fast far out rewards going slow. I mean, in a massive way. I wish I had more time to dial down the numbers, but it is such an extreme difference that I would just say, guys, find the ability to find time and pull off a campaign. We call them campaigns. If it's a month campaign where you're blitzing, where you're just in an all-out blitz to put in 40 people in your system in 30 days. These are the kind of things I do. I'll take a month and I say, I'm going to blitz for a month and I'm going to put in 30, 40, 50 people in my program. And that's just how I roll. See, guys, I play in a big league. So as you get to understand me, I'm a little bit different because I'm not your average networker. I play for keeps. I play big. I play to win. And so I'm just trying to help you that you can go at your pace, because at the end of the day, you're your own boss and you get a run. But I want to help you guys have a career path so you can have a full-time stream of income in network marketing, because it's fabulous. When you get to that point, the residual income, the lifestyle, the trips, oh my gosh, it's amazing. But you have to pay the price, okay? So now, there's something that is very, very important. When you sponsor somebody, okay, for example, when Ken sponsored John, okay, that was one of Ken's personal brand partners, okay? What happens is there needs to be a first interview when that happens. And Ken needs to reach out to John and find out what John's hopes, dreams, passions are, what he hopes to accomplish, you know, what he's willing to invest in time and commitment and energy, resources. He needs to have that first interview. Every person, write this down, every person I sponsor has a first interview. Okay, write that down. So every person, Cheryl, Don, Rowana, you guys are hearing my voices. Every person you sponsor, you need to have that first interview where you want to find out their hopes, their passions, their dreams, their why, what their time commitment, resources, what they hope to accomplish, what they're willing to do, how many hours a week they're willing to work. You know, you've got to ask these questions. You have to know. You got to get to know them. You got to reach out. You got to love on them. You got to build a friendship. Okay? And what happens is when Ken sponsors John and makes that happen, there's something that is vitally important that takes place in that interview. This is the most important thing I'm going to teach you today. I promise you. The most important thing you're going to hear my voice right now in the next 5 minutes, what I'm going to tell you right now. Okay? This is the reason that I have done so well in my career. It's this very reason right now. When Ken sponsors John, Ken's going to say, John, there's a lot of goals that you're going to set by yourself. But as my new brand partner and as we're partners, there's a goal that I want to set together, you and I as partners and as teammates. And that goal is, John, is I want you to get your first commission of $146. And this is something that we either win together or lose together, but I want to do it together. John, this is what we need to do. So here's John, right here. Put John. Here's Ken. So Ken's got John. John, the first goal is we need to get one on your left, one on your right. They need to come in at the 240 package. Okay? That is our first goal, John. And that goal is so important that I want to do that goal to collectively as a team. That this is something that we win as you and I, Ken and John, I'm referring to, as you and I do this, Ken, either we win together or we lose together. And I don't like, Ken's going to tell John, I don't like to lose. John, failure is not an option. We're going to do this, okay? Are you all in? John, are you willing to bring in, let me help you every step of the way, coach you, help you, to get your first 2 people. And he's going to wait for John to say, what's the answer, John?
Yes. I'm in.
Absolutely. I'm in. So Ken's job now, he has got one goal set with John, his new recruit. What is that goal? To help John. We're gonna change the name to Power of 3, guys. You're the first ones to know this. I can't tell you the name yet, but it's basically 2 to get 2. Okay, but it will have a different name because Power 3 was confusing people. So that's going to change here in the next couple of weeks. But the concept is 2 to get 2. 2 to get 2. So John, we need to help you get your 2. One on the left, one on the right. They come in and do the brand partner package, 240. Guess what? You've now made on the PIB, you made the PIB 46 times 2, right? And then you made your $50 bonus. Correct? Did I do that right, John?
Yep.
So how much did you make there?
$146.
Well,
Close.
you made $146. So that's the goal. We've helped John make $146. Now, I don't know if you understand what just happened there, guys, but it's a big deal. It's a really, really big deal. John now just got his first check from Vasayo. Congratulations, John. Your V-Wallet just got sent. Congratulations. You've earned money. You've now made $146. 2 things have happened. He's going to get that check, and he's going to realize, oh, my gosh, Vasayo does send out checks. This is real. Oh, my gosh, I made money. This is real. If there's a first check, oh, my gosh, I can get a second and a third and a fourth. You've upped John's belief in a way that you just can't comprehend. And you've just literally added on John's career probably 4 months. That means you got 4 more months to continue to help John to grow in his business. Do you guys get what I just told you?
Yeah.
It's big. If every person that you bring in, you just duplicate that step, you're buying 4 more months to give John enough time to learn, grow, build more relationships, have him meet this guy in the United States named Mark, and say, hey, John, I want you to introduce our friend in Mark, who's also going to help speak in your life. You've bought 4 more months of training for John to grow in his business. Do you guys understand what I'm telling you?
Yep.
So you wonder why I've made so much money. You wonder how a guy can make $600,000 a month. I just told you right there. I did this over and over and over and over and over and over again. This is my protocol. I don't throw mud on the wall to see what sticks. I'm not a sponsor monster that just says, oh, I sponsored 10 people this week. Who cares if you sponsor 10 people this week? If you didn't do it the right way, it didn't matter. You didn't duplicate yourself. John, am I making sense?
Yep, 100%.
Is this not a duplication business?
Of course it is.
Definitely.
This is how I've done it. So when you hear me say I sponsored 483 people in my last company, and I applied that to 483 people, what was my chance of winning and winning big?
Huge.
Massive. There's the magic of making $600,000 a month. Don't throw mud on the wall, see what sticks. You need to love and appreciate and value each relationship. You don't babysit. Now don't get me wrong. I don't babysit. Babysitters make, $5-10 an hour. Okay? There's a fine line of babysitting rather than mentoring and speaking into John's life and helping him get his 2 people. Motivating him. Getting John to turn off the TV, getting John to get his list together, getting John to read the action plan, the 8 steps, getting John and helping John say, John, I believe you can do it. The mindset, that first step. John, I believe in you. You can do this, John. You can do anything. When I start doing that to every person I sponsor, and you do that 483 times, guys, you're going to win. Not only you're going to win, you're going to win big. I'm telling you, this is the thing that I've employed in 28 years that I've mastered. You just do it the right way. If you know, do I care if you go sponsor 40 people? I think that's kind of cool. But do you think I'm more impressed when you say, Mark, I sponsored 10 people? But guess what? I took the time. I mentored those 10 people. I did a personal goal with those 10 people to help them to get there too. And guess what? All of them did. All my 10 people got there too and got their first $146 check. I'm going to give you a high five, double thumbs up, and I'm going to say, you know what? You're going to do well. You're going to build a great career in this business. That's what I'm going to tell you. Now, what I just told you right there, I don't even need to say another word, and you guys are set for the races. You don't need, there's no reason for me to go into this massive 8 levels to make money, because if you just do this over and over and over again, you're there, okay? But this is as far as we're going to go, okay, guys? There you are. 1, 2. You help them, they come in at 240, 240, okay? And then you're going to help them, 2 to get 2. You're helping them do the same thing. This is your job description, okay? Here you are, John. John, this is your job description, 2 to get 2. You're going to get Dawn, you're going to get Cheryl, you're going to say, John, Cheryl, you're going to get your first $146. Congratulations, John. You're going to get on your V-Wallet. Now you believe. And now guess what? What's your job? So we have Dawn right here. Here's Dawn. Dawn, we need to set a goal together, Dawn. That goal is we're going to win together, we're going to lose together, and I don't like losing, Dawn, so I'm all about winning. Are you all about winning, Dawn? Dawn, can you hear my voice? Are you all about winning?
Yes, I am.
We need to get your 2. We need to help you get your 2, buddy. Are you with me?
I certainly am.
Okay, so you know, Don, I don't like to lose, and so we're going to do this, and you know, sometimes I have to use some love, and sometimes I have to use tough love. But we're going to get this done, Don. Are you with me?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get your list together. I want you to get 200 people on your list. Can you do that here in the next 48 hours?
Yep, I can knock that out.
Okay, things that can be done after hours. When other people are sleeping, stay awake, be excited, and get your list together. I don't care, Don. We're getting this done. We don't have time. We got to go to work, buddy. So we're going to help Don. We're going to help Don get his 1 on the left, 1 on his right. They're going to come in at the least the minimum 240 package. If you can get them on the founders package, even better, because there's better value. You guys can get them that convention ticket to go to Australia. How cool is that of you guys in Australia going to be in Las Vegas at the inaugural event? I am fired up for any of you guys that come to Las Vegas for the first official event ever in Vasayo's history as a founder. God bless you. You guys are awesome, I have to say. So just, you know, any of you guys have done that, congratulations. I look forward to giving you a high five in Vegas. So once we've done that, we've helped Don get a check for 146. Oh, did it just erase? Dang it, my finger. There you go, 146. I can't believe I just did that. Can you guys believe that? Then we got over here, we have Cheryl. Cheryl, can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Did I spell your name right or no?
Put another R in there.
Put what?
Put another R in there. Double R.
Like that?
That's it.
All righty. Cheryl.
Yeah.
Hey, we're in this together. We're partners. And I know that you're going to have a lot of goals on your own. But as your sponsor, I want to set this goal together, Cheryl. It's very important that we win and we win together. And that first goal, I want to do that with you as partners, and that is to help you get your first 2 people. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So we got to get 1 on your left, 1 on your right. We got to get your names list together, Cheryl. 200 people. Okay. That's where I start. And don't start if you got more than 200, 300, 400. My first names list had 300 and 300 something people on it. Don't stop. You guys, your names list is going to predicate how much money you're going to make in this. If you have no one to talk to, you're out of business. Never, and I repeat, never run out of people to talk to. Okay, and here's another tip. Well, I'm not going to jump the gun on that. I'm going to back up. So what happens, Cheryl, is We're going to help you get one on the left, one on the right. They're going to come at 240, at least 240 package, 240 package, and boom, 146.
Yep.
Cheryl, guess what?
Yes.
You're going to get that first check here in a week or two. It's going to say congratulations. You're going to get an email from Vasayo. And when you see that 146, how is that going to make you feel, Cheryl?
Amazing. It's going to make me want more.
Going to want you to make more, right? And it also is giving you belief that, oh my gosh, they do know I'm real. They do have my address. They will send me money. And you know what? Maybe they'll send me more. Maybe one day, 5 years from now, they may send me a $100,000 check in 1 month. How would that be, Cheryl?
That'd be a woohoo.
Okay. How big can you dream, Cheryl? Because I can guarantee you, I will make this guarantee, someone in Australia will cash a check for $100,000 a month. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Who's it going to be? Is this person on the line right now listening to my voice?
Yeah.
Or has this person not been sponsored yet? I don't know.
All of us.
All of us, that's right.
Exactly. And then we're going to party at your place, Mark.
Hey, there's room. If you see my house, there's room to party at my place.
I know. I've seen it.
I will be there.
Not me. Not me. I'm going for 200,000 a month.
I like this guy. I like this.
There's always that one, isn't there?
Yeah, I like that. All right, guys. On a serious note, mindset. I cannot emphasize the importance of mindset. We talked about that, guys. Turn off the TVs. Turn off anything that is not speaking into your life in a way that you're growing. Understand that your income will never surpass your personal growth. It's so important to work on who you are and your potential, your future potential. Listen to good audios, CDs. Read good books. This is your chance. Some of you will heed these words. Some of you will just ignore them and go on to your same old routine. It won't matter. I don't. All I know is that I'm just going to speak into your life. Someone's got to mute. I need to mute somebody. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I can hear.
There we go. All right. So, all right. It's very important to understand once we've got mindset, then the art of inviting, well, the putting the list together, your contacts, your prospects. Guys, you need to have people to talk to every day. I talk to people every day. There is not a day other than Sunday. I rest on Sunday. I put God in my life very first. I rest on Sunday. I don't work on Sunday. I don't do calls on Sunday. So just understand. Outside of Sunday, 6 days a week, I'm out and I'm showing the plan. I'm speaking into people's lives. I'm loving on people and I'm prospecting. I'm doing it every day. My goal over the next 10 years is 1,000 people. 1,000 personally enrolled brand partners. Now, you guys are probably scratching your head saying, how in the hell is that possible? Well, I don't know, and I've never done it. The most I've ever done is 483 over 7 years. So, I've got to stretch my imagination, don't I? All I know is that 483 people over 7 years was making me $600,000 a month. That's what I know.
That's awesome.
That's what I know. So if 483 people over 7 years made me that kind of money and we have a better comp plan, guys, all I know is that 1,000, if I do the math right, should be a little bit more than $600,000 a month, right? How big can you dream? I don't know if I'll get 1,000 people, but I know it starts. That's over 10 years, by the way. 10 years is my goal. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to do it 10 years. Okay? So that's about 100 a year. I still don't know if I'll do it. I'm going to work my butt off and I'm going to try. But what if I fail in 10 years and have 700? Who cares?
Well, that's awesome.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
How big can you dream? Do you guys I'm trying to help you raise your ability to dream. Guys, dream big. Dream the impossible. You guys got your hands on one of the greatest companies that has ever been. It's gonna go Yeah, I don't even know what to tell you. It's going to be an amazing ride, guys. It's going to be an amazing ride. Okay? So, the art of inviting. It's a very simple process, guys. I've been doing this for 28 years. I have not changed it at all. I learned it 28 years ago. I've recruited hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people using this exact way to invite people to look at my company, my business. It goes something like this. John, how are you, buddy?
Fantastic. You?
I am doing good. It's been a while since we spoke. Do you have just a minute? Do you have just a few minutes?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, first of all, John, it is a business call, but before we get into that, I just want to catch up. We haven't caught up. How's your family?
Very good, Mark. And yours?
Very good. How's your little one?
Yeah, they're growing up fast, mate. They're growing fast, and I believe yours are also grown up or growing.
Well, my oldest 22, my youngest 5, so it keeps me grounded, my friend.
Damn.
But, my 5-year-old, she keeps she's something special. So I'm pretty excited, very very blessed. Well, hey John, and so what's happened to you guys? See what I just did right there? Okay, so the first start of this is called form. Okay, form. Family, occupation, recreation, motivation, form. So what happens when you call John, your first objective is to just break the ice. You can pick any one of those, I don't care. And you don't have to talk about all of them. You're just one of them. You're just trying to break the ice. So you saw, I called John. I had excitement in my voice. People are more impressed by the height of your enthusiasm than the depth of your knowledge every time. Remember that. Your swagger, your confidence, your signal must be strong. Practice it, practice it, practice it. There's nothing that is less exciting than someone with a monotone voice. Hey, John, how are you, buddy? I'm calling you about a business. You know, guys, come on. We're in the big leagues. It's excitement. If you're not excited, then get out. That's what I tell people. You're not excited, get out. Mm-hmm. Okay? But I'm going to call John with the excitement in my voice, the swagger in my being. And John's going to know within 10 seconds of that call that I am fired up. He's going to know it. John, hey, this is Mark. Do you have just a few minutes? So John, hey, do you have a few minutes? Now, what else did I do? I asked him, I got permission to talk right now. What if John says, hey, it's not a good time right now? I'll say, hey, John, when do you think you'll have a few minutes? It's a real simple deal. It's just, guys, it's a normal dialogue conversation. Don't make it complicated. It's easy. Let's say John doesn't have time right now. Hey, John, when do you think you'll have a few minutes so we can visit? It's very important. I'm really excited about something I want to share with you. How about call me back in about 2 hours? Great. Okay, boom, simple. But let's say that we proceed. John, hey, it's Mark. How are you? Do you have a few minutes?
Certainly do, Mark. Go for it.
Hey, John, first of all, it's a business call, but before we get into it, I want to just see how things are. How's the family? Boom, we answered that one. Let's say that I didn't quite get a whole lot and you didn't talk. I can say, hey, John, how's the job? Or I can continue to say, hey, John, how's the job? You liking your job? You can say, you know what? I hate my job. You know, go ahead, John. Hey, John, how's the job? How are things at work?
Oh, you know, it's pretty average. I want to get something really to stimulate my head. You know, I'm bored out of my brains, brother.
Oh, so you're actually looking. You're actually looking for a change, then, John? Is that what you're telling me?
Desperately before I go insane. How's that sound?
Well, John, boy, do I have something exciting for you right now. John, I can't even tell you how fired up I am. So excited. I had a friend that approached me about a business concept. So, John, I am so fired up about something I can't even tell you. I'm so fired up. I had a friend that called me here last week and shared this business concept. I didn't think I'd have any interest in it at all, but I met some people, some very, very sharp business people. I learned a business concept, and oh my gosh, John, I am fired up now. Having said that, John, I don't know if it's for you. I don't know if you get fired up, but here's what I do know. You're an amazing, talented, successful guy, John, and you're one of the first names I thought of, and I want you to see it. You have my permission to say no, but John is a friend, and to show a little respect, I want you to take a look at it. Will you, as a friend, take a look at this business? And I think we've got a meeting going on next Tuesday night. Can you come and take a look at this business with me next Tuesday night?
Mark, you know, you've known me for a long time. I've known you, and I trust and respect you, buddy. So, look, to make a difference to my life, I'm happy to join you. So just give me the details, brother.
Okay. So, I mean, that was a really easy call. Sometimes it's never that easy. But at the end of the day, you're going to hear my confidence. You're going to hear my signal. You're going to hear my energy. And John can say, what is it? John, say, what is it?
All right. Well, Mark, listen, I am a little bit tied up, but there has to be something special. It's like, what exactly is it?
John, trust me, it is special. It's exciting. I believe you're going to get excited. But you know what? This thing is so important that it is so important for you to get good information that I couldn't do it justice. I'm not even going to try. I've got a friend, very successful entrepreneur. I want you to hear it from him because I don't want to screw this up. It's too important. So he's very successful, smart businessman, and he's going to be there Tuesday night. I want you to meet him. I want you to shake hands with him. I think you're gonna love him. So again, Tuesday, like 7 o'clock, or it's going to start at 7. Can I pick you up at 6?
Yeah, you can. But Mark, are you going to tell me what it is? Anything? I mean, I'm going blindfolded here.
I know, John. You're going to have to trust me as a friend, buddy. I'm telling you, you're going to get fired up again. I don't want to do it a disservice. I just don't. It is. I need you to get the best information possible because I don't want to screw it up, John. It's too important for me, for you and your family, that you get the best information possible so I don't fumble the ball. I promise you're going to understand. Are we good? Can I pick you up at 6 o'clock on Tuesday?
Okay. Yep. Come. You know where I live. Come pick me up.
All right. Guys, I'm not going to give him any information. I'm not going to blow it. It's too important. He's going to hear it from the expert. If he can't come on Tuesday night, I'm going to arrange for a three-way call with the expert. I'm going to say, hey, John, you know what? Maybe you have time right now, and I'll get my buddy Mark on the phone right now. If he's that urgent, hey, great, fine. Let me get the expert on the phone right now. I'll do that. Does that make sense, John?
Yep.
I say, hey, John, if you really can't wait till freaking Tuesday, you know what? Let me see if I can get my buddy Mark on the phone right now and see if he can't pass on some good information to you right now. But I want him to do it, not me.
Look, if you could, it'll be great. And then and then I'll come on Tuesday as well if it really suits me. So if you can do that, I really appreciate it.
All right, guys, I'm going to have a call here in 6 minutes. We're going to have to get off. So I'm going to be signing off in 3 minutes. I have my next call. I have a big call that's going live here just shortly. But so that's the art of inviting. Now understand your job. You have one job description. That is to show the plan and do a good job. Show a good presentation to every prospect. Let them make the decision. Don't make the decision for them. Your job is to help every person you show the Vasayo company, the Vasayo presentation, make an informed decision. Yes, it's for me. No, it's not. Okay, that's all your job description is. And you just keep doing it over and over and over again. The numbers won't lie, and I'm going to spend more time tomorrow, hopefully, and we're going to go through the numbers. We're going to dial in some numbers. But numbers don't lie. So just understand there's a method to my madness here. Because when you do this, don't worry about no's. You're going to get told no a lot. But guess what? You're going to get told yes too. And you're going to be able to duplicate those yeses in a way to build a big, big business. Now, when I get told no, I'm going to end on this note. Remember how I said, do not run out of people to talk to. When I get told no, let's say John looks at the business on Tuesday. He says, hey, Mark, guy, they look good, Mark, but honestly, I just don't have time right now, and I just can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm going to say, John, I get it. You are so, John, as a friend, I want to say thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. Show me, paying some friendship dues and coming and taking a look at it. Thank you, John. Hey, buddy, one more favor, John, if you will. I'm fully committed. I'm fired up and excited about this business. And I know that you know some people that could probably be interested in this product. And maybe some of those individuals that are fired up looking for something to change their financial life. Can you think of 5 people that you might be able to refer to me that could help me in my business? Can you do that for me, John?
Yep. Not
every no I get, folks. This is 28 years of polishing and perfecting my skill sets. Every no I get 5 referrals. Can you say the same? Can you say the same, guys, if you hear my voice? Every no do you get 5 referrals? I do.
Yep.
And I do it with a smile on my face, and I do it, and I don't throw up on people. I don't hurt relationships. I don't bark, Guys, if I get told no 5 times, guess what? Guess what? If I get told no 5 times, I have 25 more people to talk to. I never run out of people to talk to. You wonder how guys like me make so much money is because we never run out of people to talk to. The biggest problem in network marketing today is people run out of people to talk to. They're always begging for leads and stuff. I don't do leads. Never have. I have never built on leads. I don't build on social media. I don't advertise. I never have. I built the old traditional, who do I know? Who do they know? They tell me no, I get leads. They tell me no again, I get more leads. Who do I know? Who do they know? This is all I know, and I've done for 28 years. Now, granted, I'm starting to learn this new world called social media, and I have to say I'm loving it. So that's how I think I made it get to 1,000 people, is because I think adding social media to my repertoire of talking to people, I think I can now get to 1,000 people. Okay, guys, I have another call. I got to sign off. God bless. It's been an honor and a privilege to spend this last hour with you guys. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 hours. Geez, that's time flies when you're having fun.
And all the people on this, and Mark, all the people on this call are welcome, because this is the call that you're doing on launching a city and a country. I believe everybody received that. So,
okay. All right, guys. God bless. Australia, it is your turn. Go do it. Go big. Let's have fun. And hopefully we'll see some of you in Las Vegas in May. God bless. Godspeed. We'll see everybody.